Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel Lokesh Gupta Chemistry Classes. Today our topic is JEE Mains 2020 January Solutions from Equilibrium chapter, Chemical Equilibrium and Ionic Equilibrium. Let's get started. First question. This question was given on 7th January 4 noon. Question is, two solutions A and B, each of 100 liters, was made by dissolving 4 grams of NaOH and 9.8 grams of sulfuric acid in water, respectively. 4 grams of NaOH in 100 liters, 9.8 grams of H2SO4 in 100 liters. pH of the resulting solution obtained from mixing the 40 liters of solution A and 10 liters of solution B is. Here what is the concept? It is the mixture of strong acid, strong base. Now here concept is number of equivalent weights of acid reacted should be equal to number of equivalent weights of base reacted. So number of equivalent weights of both reacted should be equal. So that is the logic. First, we have to calculate the normality of NaOH solution and normality of the sulfuric acid solution. Normality of NaOH, number of equivalent weights of NaOH by volume of solution in liters. Number of equivalent weights, weight by gram equivalent weight, weight of NaOH 4 by gram equivalent weight 40 by total volume of this solution 100 liters. Now this is equal to 1 by 10 by 100, 1 by 1000. So 0.001 normal. Next, normality of the sulfuric acid solution. Now here also weight by gram equivalent weight by volume in liter. Weight 9.8 by gram equivalent weight of sulfuric acid 49, 98 by 2 49 by volume in liter 100 liters. Now this is 0.2 by 100, 0.02 normal, 0.02 normal. So these are the normalities of NaOH and sulfuric acid solutions. Now what we mixed? 40 liters of NaOH solution and 10 liters of sulfuric acid solution. First, calculate the number of equivalent weights of NaOH and number of equivalent weights of sulfuric acid. Number of equivalent weights equal to normality into volume in liter. Normality into volume in liter. Now normality of NaOH 0.001 into volume in liter is 40 liters. So this is equal to 0.04 equivalent weights. So 0.04 equivalent weights of NaOH will be taken. Next, number of equivalent weights of sulfuric acid. Now normality 0.002 into volume in liter 10. So this is equal to 0.02 equivalent weights. See, at beginning what I said, number of equivalent weights of acid and base reacted should be equal. Now here acid 0.02, base 0.04. Now this 0.02 equivalent weights of sulfuric acid will react with 0.02 equivalent weights of NaOH. So still what is left behind? NaOH. That's why resulting solution is basic in nature. Here number of equivalent weights of base NBVB more than the number of equivalent weights of acid NaVA. That's why resulting mixture is basic in nature. Now what is the normality of the resulting mixture? Now number of equivalent weights of base left behind NBVB minus NaVA by total volume VA plus VB. Now NBVB 0.04 minus 0.02. So this is equal to 0.02 by total volume 40 liters plus 10 liters. So 50 liters. Now this is equal to 0.0004 normal. See, this resulting mixture is basic na NaOH. For strong bases undergoes complete ionization. Now, normality of the strong base numerically equal to molar concentration of OH minus ion. Why? Because they undergoes complete ionization. So now this will be equal to the molar concentration of OH minus. Now POH equal to, basic now first calculate POH minus log molar concentration of OH minus 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. This equal to minus log 4 minus 0.6021, take it as 0.6 minus log 10 to the power minus 4 minus 4. So now this will be equal to 3.4. It is POH. Resulting mixture basic na POH. Now, but what is the question? We have to calculate pH. Now pH equal to, at 25 degrees centigrade, pH plus POH equal to 14. Now pH equal to 14 minus POH. 14 minus POH. So 14 minus 3.4. This equal to 10.60. It is the answer. Now come to the next question. This question was given on 7th January afternoon. Question is, 3 grams of acetic acid is added to 250 ml of 0.1 molar HCl and the solution made up to 500 ml also. Next, now out of this 500 ml, to the 20 ml of this solution, half ml of 5 molar NaOH added. The pH of the solution is log 3 value, pK of acetic acid given. It is the question. Here what is the logic? First it is the mixture of acetic acid, weak acid, strong acid, HCl. To this mixture we are adding NaOH base. Now what happens? First that NaOH base added will react with the strong acid HCl. After complete reaction of HCl also, if still some NaOH base is left behind, now that NaOH base will react with the weak acid acetic acid. So here what is the concept? To the mixture of weak acid and strong acid, if we add a base, that base first reacts with strong acid. After reaction, if still some base is left behind, that base will react with the weak acid. It is the logic. First, now let me calculate the number of moles of weak acid and strong acid. Now number of moles of acetic acid. For this weight given, when weight is given, number of moles equal to weight by molecular weight 1 by 20. So 0.05 moles. 0.05 moles. Next, number of moles of HCl. For this, molarity into molarity and volume given. When molarity and volume given, number of moles equal to molarity into volume in liter. Molarity 0.1 into volume in liter 0.25. This equal to 0.025 moles. Now see, after mixing, still what we are doing? It is diluted to 500 ml. During the dilution, we add solvent water only, not the solutes. That's why in this final 500 ml solution also, total number of moles of acetic acid present 0.05 moles only. In this 500 ml solution, number of moles of HCl present also 0.025 only. Next, another twist. Now this total 500 ml we are not taking. From that 20 ml only taking. Now solution is homogeneous mixture. Now In this 20 ml, how many moles of acetic acid and HCl present? We have to find. And now see, in the 500 ml solution, how many moles of acetic acid is there? 0.05. This is present first in this 20 to 50 ml. That only present in 500 ml now. So 0.05. 0.05 moles of acetic acid present. Now from that we take in 20 ml only. In this 20 ml, how many moles of acetic acid present? 0.05 into 20 by 500. Now this is equal to 0.002 moles. Now this is equal to 2 millimoles. Next, now in this 20 ml, how many moles of HCl is present? See, in 500 ml, 0.025 moles HCl is present. Now in 20 ml, how much HCl is present? Now 0.025 into 20 by 500. Now this is equal to 0.001 mole. Now this is equal to 1 millimole. So in this 20 ml of the mixture, what is present? 2 millimoles weak acid acetic acid, 1 millimole strong acid HCl is there. Now to this how much NaOH base is added? Number of millimoles equal to molarity into volume in milliliter. So 2.5 millimoles NaOH base added. Now what I said? First, that added NaOH will react with strong acid. Here HCl 1 millimole. 1 millimole HCl will react with 1 millimole NaOH. Then 1.5 millimole NaOH left behind. This one 1 millimole. This one 1 millimole formed. Now still 1.5 millimole NaOH is there. Now it will react with acetic acid. In this 20 ml, how many millimoles acetic acid is there? 2. This one 1.5. Now 1.5 millimoles NaOH will react with 1.5 millimoles of acetic acid. Then 1.5 millimoles sodium acetate, 1.5 millimoles water formed. Now in this resulting mixture, what is there? Acetic acid plus sodium acetate. Of course, NaCl is also there, that is neutral. Mixture of weak acid and its salt with a strong base. This mixture will act as buffer, acidic buffer. Now, so this resulting mixture is acidic buffer. pH of the resulting mixture we have to calculate. So acidic buffer pH formula we have to apply. Now pH equal to pKa of the acetic acid, weak acid, plus log molar concentration of salt or conjugate base of the acid by molar concentration of the weak acid. Molar concentration of the weak acid. pKa of acetic acid given as 4.75 plus log molar concentration of sodium acetate, number of millimoles by volume in milliliter. Sodium acetate 1.5 millimoles by total volume 20.5. Anyway, that total volume will be cancelled. So 1.5 by 20.5 ml by molar concentration of acetic acid, number of millimoles by volume in milliliter, 0.5 by 20.5. So that will be cancelled. 4.75 plus log 3. Log 3, how much they given? 0.4771. If add this 2, 1, 7, 12, 5.2, 227 is the pH of this solution, final solution. It is the answer. Now, come to the next question. This question was given on 8th January forenoon morning. The question is, the strength means concentration. The strength of an aqueous NaOH solution is most accurately determined by titrating. Consider that an appropriate indicator also used. It is the question. How to calculate the most appropriate, most accurate concentration of NaOH, by which titration? See, in the titrations, we use conical flask and burette, but we don't use volumetric flask. So, option A is not correct. We use pipette for pipette out the solution, but we don't use the pipette in this titration. So, second option also wrong. Now come to the third and fourth option. Here aqueous NaOH in a burette and concentrated sulfuric acid in a conical flask. See, but here concentrated they said. If it is dilute, some 5 normal like that, then it will be correct. Concentrated sulfuric acid if we use, now what happens? That is hygroscopic. It may absorb moisture. Its concentration may change. So advisable one is dilute sulfuric acid. But they said concentrated. That's why third option is wrong. Next, fourth option. Aqueous NaOH in this burette and aqueous oxalic acid in the conical flask. Now this is correct. It is the most appropriate answer. Now come to the next question. This question was given on 9th January forenoon. Now the question is, the solubility product for the following dissociation is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 5. What is that dissociation? PbCl2, it gives rise to Pb2 plus 2Cl minus ion. It is a dissociation. Which of the following choice is correct for a mixture of 300 ml of 0.134 molar lead nitrate and 100 ml of 0.4 molar NaCl? What are those options? Q equal to KSP, Q greater than KSP, Q less than KSP. Here logic is, for coefficient Q and KSP, expression is E same, but in the KSP expression we substitute the concentrations of ions in the saturated solution only. But in Q expression, same expression as that of KSP. Here we substitute the concentrations of the ions in the given solution. That may or may not be the saturated solution. That point first we have to know. And one more point. So KSP value they given. Now we have to calculate Q value. After that we have to compare those two. Now see, it is the molar concentration of Pb2 plus. Before mixing, it is the molar concentration of Cl minus before the mixing. See, to calculate Q, this is equal to molar concentration of Pb2 plus in the mixture into molar concentration of Cl minus in the mixture square. So in the mixture, we want molar concentrations of these two. It is 0.134 molar lead nitrate now. In that lead 2 plus concentration also same. But it is the concentration before the mixing. After the mixing, in the mixture, what is the concentration of Pb2 plus? Molarity formula, number of millimoles by volume in milliliter. Now number of millimoles of Pb2 plus, molarity into volume in milliliter. This number of millimoles. In this solution, there is no Pb2 plus from this only. By total volume of the mixture in milliliter, 400 ml. Now if we simplify it, 0.2 0, 4 3s are 12. Next 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20. Now this is equal to 3 5s 15, 3 3s 9, 10 no, 9, 10 no. So 0.1 molar Pb2 plus. Now Cl minus concentration in the mixture. Here 0.4 molar NaCl, in that Cl minus concentration also 0.4 molar. But it is before the mixing. Now after mixing, what is the molarity of Cl minus? Formula, what is the formula? Number of millimoles of Cl minus in the mixture by total volume of the mixture in milliliter. Number of millimoles of Cl minus. Molarity into volume in milliliter. 0.4 into 100 by total volume 400. Now this is equal to 0.1. Now 0.1 molar. Now Q value for PbCl2. Pb2 plus concentration 10 to the power minus 1. Cl minus concentration 10 to the power minus 1 square. So now this is equal to 10 to the power minus 3. It is Q. Ksp value they given. Now which one is more? Q is more than that of Ksp. Q is more than that of Ksp. So correct answer is third option. Next, come to the next question. This question was given on 9th January afternoon. Now come to the question. The solubility product Ksp of CrOH taken price at 298 Kelvin is 6 into 10 to the power minus 31. Actually, they have to give the units that missing. The concentration of hydroxide ions in a saturated solution of chromium hydroxide will be. So in this solution, what we have to calculate? Concentration of hydroxide ion means OH minus ions we have to calculate. Ksp they given. Now we have to calculate the concentration of OH minus ions in the saturated solution of this one. Now chromium hydroxide ionizes to give chromium 3 plus and 3 OH minus ions. Now let us consider that in the water, molar solubility of chromium hydroxide is S moles per liter. So in 1 liter, S moles of this one will dissolve. All the dissolved S moles will be ionized. Then S moles of this one, 3 S moles of this one will be formed. So in this saturated solution, what will be the molar concentration of OH minus ions? Not the S, 3S value, 3S. Now, solubility product of chromium hydroxide equal to molar concentration of chromium 3 plus S into molar concentration of OH minus to the power 3. So 3S to the power 3. 3 cube 27. So 27 to the power into S to the power 4. Now what we have to calculate? Molar concentration of OH minus in this saturated solution. That is equal to 3S. Na? So S value we have to know. Now S will be equal to Ksp by 27 to the power 1 by 4. Now what is the Ksp value? 6 into 10 to the power minus 31 by 27 into to the power 1 by 4. Now molar concentration of OH minus equal to 3S. No? Now see. Now S value how much? 6 into 10 to the power minus 31 by 27 to the power 1 by 4 into 3. You can write 3 as, see, 3 squared 9, 9 3 is 27, 27 3 is 81. So you can write it as 3, you can write it as 81 to the power 1 by 4. 81 to the power 1 by 4. Now this is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 31 into 81 by 27 to the power 1 by 4. 3 times cancelled. So this is equal to 18 into 10 to the power minus 31 to the power 1 by 4. It is the molar concentration of OH minus in the aqueous solution. So now what will be the answer? Second option. Now come to the next question. This question was given on 9th January afternoon. Now question is, in the following figure shown below, reactant A, it is represented by the squares, is in equilibrium with the product B, it is represented by the circles. The equilibrium constant is, so here in this container at equilibrium A and B are there. How many molecules of A and B present? Represented in the diagram. Now we have to calculate equilibrium constant. Now what is the reaction? A, it gives rise to B. Actually, if they give the equation, it will be well and good. Why? Because Kc value depends on the stoichiometry of the equation also. But here stoichiometry not mentioned. Okay, that's why we are taking it as A, it gives rise to B. Now what we know? Equilibrium constant equal to equilibrium molar concentration of product B by equilibrium molar concentration of A. Now at equilibrium, how many molecules of B are there? B represented with a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 molecules per this volume. So 11 by molar concentration of A at equilibrium. A represented with the squares. How many molecules of A at the equilibrium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 molecules per the same volume. Now this will be approximately equal to 2. So what is the equilibrium constant? 2. So now the correct answer is fourth option. Now come to the next question. This question was given on 9th January afternoon. Now question is, in the following figure shown below, reactant A, it is represented by the squares, is in equilibrium with the product B, it is represented by the circles. The equilibrium constant is, so here in this container at equilibrium A and B are there. How many molecules of A and B present? Represented in the diagram. Now we have to calculate equilibrium constant. Now what is the reaction? A, it gives rise to B. Actually, if they give the equation, it will be well and good. Why? Because Kc value depends on the stoichiometry of the equation also. But here stoichiometry not mentioned. Okay, that's why we are taking it as A, it gives rise to B. Now what we know? Equilibrium constant equal to equilibrium molar concentration of product B by equilibrium molar concentration of A. Now at equilibrium, how many molecules of B are there? B represented with a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 molecules per this volume. So 11 by molar concentration of A at equilibrium. A represented with the squares. How many molecules of A at the equilibrium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 molecules per the same volume. Now this will be approximately equal to 2. So what is the equilibrium constant? 2. So now the correct answer is fourth option. Now come to the next question. This question was given on 9th January afternoon. Now the question is, among the following, the form of water with the lowest ionic conductance at 298 Kelvin temperature. Lowest ionic conductance. Here, lesser the number of ions per 1 unit volume, lesser the ionic conductance. So now what we have to check? among these 4 water samples. Where the least number of ions possible, you have to check. For that, ionic conductance will be minimum. Now, first option, saline water means salt water, NaCl. Saline water used for intravenous injections. Now, in this, NaCl salt is there now. Salts are strong electrolytes. They will undergo complete ionization. So, in this, Na plus Cl minus ions are there. Next, water from wells. In that well water also, calcium, sodium, magnesium, salts, minerals will be present. So, in that also, ions are there. Sea water. In the sea water also, sodium chloride is there. Along with that, magnesium chloride, so many ions present. Now, if you take distilled water, it is pure water. In this, no ions, no minerals. So, that's why among these 4 water samples, in the distilled water, no minerals, no salts, no ions present. Of course, pure water, it doesn't undergo complete ionization. It will ionize very less extent. So in the pure water, H plus and OH minus ions concentrations are also very less. So finally, in this distilled water sample, very less number of ions present. So ionic conductance is least for this one. Answer is 4th option. So these are the questions given in January 2020 from this equilibrium chapter. Now, next I am going to give the solutions for solid state chapter questions. So, okay students, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get all my notifications. Bye students.